and Jared saves the day, no pressure, and we're working. So I want to introduce a couple of the electeds that are here outside of those who are going to speak this evening. Councilmember Andrew Friedson, Councilmember Evan Glass, Councilmember Will Jawando in the back, Delegate Jared Solomon, Delegate Anna Sol Gutierrez, and Sheriff Max Ween.
Almost.
We've gone. It's not a bridge too far. We've gone there. No turning back. That's right. So I'm now going to introduce Laura Stewart, the Vice President of Women's Democratic Club.
And I believe we have a couple more electeds here. The Mayor of Kensington.
Oh, terrific. Here.
Tracy Furman.
Mayor Furman. Thank you.
And I believe there's a city council member here too. Can you raise your hand? Thank you. Woo! And for those that don't know me, my name is Laura Stewart. I am right now the Vice President of the Women's Democratic Club. Our fearless leader is suffering in Italy right now. So she's would rather be here, haha. So I just want to thank you for coming out here to be with the Women's Democratic Club. Thank you if you're a member. If you are not, please consider joining. We do so many great events like this through the year. We'll be doing more in-person events. We'll have people come out and educate us about what's going on across the country and how are we doing as Democrats. We have, of course, a really important election coming up. So I just would like to highlight a certain race. Who here is going to vote for Brooke Learman? Excellent. Now, you guys got to go convince everyone else to elect Brooke Learman because, unfortunately, the Washington Post did not endorse her. Even though she is by far the most qualified person in the race. And the reason they're not supporting her is because they would like to see a Republican in charge. So, let's go for all blue in 22.
Laura,
Yes.
can I just add on, speaking about all blue, we need to support in every way we can one of our own, Heather Mazier, who's So go to her website, sign up, text, phone, whatever you want. We've got to get Andy Harris out, and Heather Mazier would be a fantastic replacement.
Also, just a couple items that we're bringing back to WDC. We have new t-shirts. I think they look awesome. So if you would like to buy one, go to our desk. Oh, and I even, oh, no, not on.
Keep going.
It looks good, huh?
Okay, and we're bringing back the directory. So if you join, you're actually getting a physical directory. Yes, paper and everything. Okay, so at this point, we don't want to keep you guys blabbing here. You know, you don't want to hear us go on and on forever tonight because this is really about celebrating our women. New primary winners for the county council, 6 women. It's amazing. So when we stop making our speeches, please personally go congratulate them. And for now, I will bring up Susie Turnbull, who is with the Combine campaign. So Susie. And I think we're still, are we working? Oh, we are working now.
Yes.
So just, there you go.
Hi, everybody. You didn't come in to hear me either. But I want
a couple things. I'm Susie Turnbull, and I'm How's that? Better. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm just going to say a couple of things. First of all, I'm Susie Turnbull. I am a member, a longtime member of the Women's Democratic Club. I think every time I say it, it's Women's Suburban pops out of my mouth usually. But, and I just want to remind you of a few things. Number one, how many of you remember the 1994 election? Okay, I see David and a couple of you. Okay. The 1994 election in Maryland, Paris Glendening was elected in a very tight race, and he was one of 2 Democratic governors elected in a midterm election across the country. One of 2. So let's fast forward to the next Democratic president, Barack Obama. 2010, Martin O'Malley was one of 2 Democratic governors reelected in 2010 of all the Democrats across the country. So don't take things for granted this year. Don't think that this is going to be a cakewalk. It is not. And so what I'm here to tell you is we are going to have a very robust coordinated campaign. We already do. There's a bus. I said robust, and and saying bust in this room right now is probably a good thing. Recognize where we are. And what I want to say is that there are opportunities for all of you to be participating. Joanna Berkson was supposed to be here, and she's working with national groups and organizations, bringing them into the coordinated campaign. The coordinated campaign is Wes Moore and Aruna Miller, Anthony Brown, and Brooke Lehrman, as well as our county executive race, our county council races, our delegate races up and down the state. And we have races that are really critical. In Frederick and in Anne Arundel County, those county executive races are really tight. We have here in Montgomery County, Katie Hester's race, and I know Jared has been amazing.
And Natali Ziegler. We have an opportunity to elect another woman to the Montgomery County State Delegation, or we can potentially have 2 Republicans. It's the new district that we share with Howard County.
Right. I mean, so there are great women out there, and there's great races out there, and we urge you to do this. I want to just read you one thing, in case you wonder and you think it's going to be easy. I've been texting for the coordinated campaign for Maryland Democrats, and I got this text today, and so many of you may have gotten the text if you have applied for a mail-in ballot. And this is a response that I got to someone asking them if they were supporting Wes Moore and the Democrats. And it was absolutely not. Democrats are like cancer. Every damn one of them. Anyone representing a Democrat approaching me on my way to vote will regret it. That is what we're up against. Don't take this lightly. That is what we're up against. Now, my husband has reminded me that of the 40,000 texts I've had this week, I've gotten 4 bad ones. Okay, that is remarkable. So I will say things are going great. But I also need to say that there's 2 people who never lose their jobs if they're wrong. Okay, one is a pollster, and another is a weather person. Okay? And so you can't take things for granted here, and we want your help. So please contact. You can talk to me. You can talk to Joanna Berkson, who can be reached at jberkson@mddems.org. And just talk to me about it. But one last thing I will say, and I keep saying one last thing. We don't want to just win in Maryland, and we're going to win up and down this ballot. We're going to do this. We're going to do this so that we have a veto-proof legislature, so that we can codify Roe. But even more importantly, We need to make sure that Maryland is a safe haven for the rest of the country, regardless of what happens. So, thank you. Please be involved. And can I say, you guys are so cool. It is the greatest thing to sit here and see all of you. We've had women on council before, but never a majority.
And it's about time. Okay, so now it's time to hear from our fearless women candidates. What we'll do is have each come up to speak 2 minutes or less. I was told to use my timer. So first I would like to introduce Natali Fani-Gonzalez.
Thank you so much for hosting us today. Where did she go? Okay, good. Again, my name is Natali Fani-Gonzalez, and I am so proud to be here among so many friends and so many people who have followed me and supported me and helped me win this election. I'm proud to be with this amazing group of ladies who I respect and I love, and I'm gonna work very hard with you guys, and also the men. Don't feel upset. Yes, I'm gonna say what like 90% of the people in this room have said to me, especially from last week. Yes, I come from park and planning. Yes, I have read the newspapers. Yes, I left over a year ago. And I believe in transparency and accountability. Trust me, my dad only finished 3rd grade. My mom did finish high school. I'm the first and only person in my family that has gone to college. So I don't come from an educated family. My dad never read a book to me. But I tell you, something that he and my mom taught me, integrity is number 1. Always. Always. And making sure that you leave the world in a better place is something that I was raised thinking that way, and I'm determined to make sure that my children are also proud of me and their friends. So thank you so much for having me today.
Okay, she beat that 2 minutes. She's amazing. Okay, next, Kristin Mink.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much, Eden, for hosting. Thank you so much to the full Women's Democratic Club for hosting tonight and for everything that you all do. I am truly honored to be amongst these 6 women who are going to hopefully all come onto the county council together, as well as to hopefully be the first Asian to ever sit on the Montgomery County Council. I'm from Montgomery County, born and raised. I'm a product of the Montgomery County Public Schools. Go Blazers, that's right, Blair grad. My mom was a Chinese immigrant. She came over as an adult, started off in community college, cleaned houses and so on. And she is amazed at what has transpired. I started off as an MCPS teacher. I taught for a long time. And I shifted into advocacy work a number of years ago. Now I work for a nonprofit called the Center for Popular Democracy. I'm their senior legislative organizer, so I work with the community. We are an umbrella organization. We work with grassroots groups all across the country to help them on passing state and local democratic priorities, but also to work together as a unit to help pass federal legislation as well. And so, you know, having had that experience, I will say that there is great appeal in working at the local level, where we can actually get things done, hopefully. And so, you know, coming from that work, I am really a big believer in community-driven policy building. I truly believe that it is the folks who are in the community, the folks who are directly impacted by policy, who have their hearts and their skin in the game, their voices need to be driving the conversation. There should be no legislation being drafted, being written, without leaning on the voices and the knowledge and the input of our impacted community. So I thank you all so much for your work. because you are the folks who are, helping to connect us to the community. You are lifting up issues that are important. You are helping to drive the conversation. And I am really eager to work closely with you as we move through the next 4 years, hopefully. Still a nominee. And I think that I can safely speak for all of us to say that, we're really eager to continue to build out that relationship. With 6 women on the council, we really want to make sure we are working closely with all of you, helping to build up the advocacy of the Women's Democratic Club, helping to bring in more members of the population. So thank you all so much. Looking forward to talking with you more.
Thank you, Kristin. Okay, Kate Stewart. We're not sisters, but we're basically the same age and the same height, so.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Women's Democratic Club. It's great to be here. Thank you for, she keeps moving. Eden, for opening up your home. And, I have to say the Women's Democratic Club really does hold a very special place in my heart. I've been in Montgomery County for over 2 decades, been the mayor in Tacoma Park since 2015. And I can remember back over the last few years, being with the Women's Democratic Club in times of great celebration and also times of great sadness. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for your persistence and your resilience and being here tonight, because I don't think any single one of us would be here tonight if it wasn't for women like you who have supported other women and really helped us get where we are today. So thank you. And I'm Kate Stewart. I'm the Democratic nominee for District 4. You are in District 4! Yes, and I just want to shout out again to the mayor and city council member from the town of Kensington, because municipalities are very close to my heart, and that's what I hope to bring also to the county council. As I mentioned, being mayor for these last few years, been working on issues such as housing, mental health, as well as public safety. We have a full-service police department in Tacoma Park, and I've been working really hard on reimagining public safety in our community and want to bring that to the county council as well. In addition, I will be the incoming chair of the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments. That's a regional organization that represents 24 jurisdictions in the DMV area. And I think many of the problems that we're looking at, transportation, housing, climate change, we need to work on those here in the county as well as regionally. And I'm looking forward to leveraging those partnerships as well. And just a final shout out to the other women. It's been great since July 19th when we all won that primary to get to know each and every one of them. And I'm so excited in 3 weeks to celebrate together, and thank you all.
So this is kind of the pre-party, right? Okay, Laurie-Anne Sayles.
So good evening, my name is Laurie-Anne Sayles, and I am so excited to be the at-large Democratic nominee for Montgomery County Council at large. Joining the 6, as we have been coined by Marilyn Balcombe, coming here and having the Women's Democratic Club, honor and celebrate this accomplishment is so special. I served on the board, and up until my historic election in 2017, I was in charge of planning the programs when we used to be able to meet for lunchtime hours.
We're gonna do that!
Yes! Bring it back, and invite us back again. So it's great to be here. When I thought about running for this office, it was a huge undertaking. I did a lot of great work in the city of Gaithersburg, the most diverse city in the country. We had zero debt. We're the biotech corridor of the region, and I was the only council member on the east side of the city. So it was really important for me to look at ways that we could build, bridges and ensure that we had equitable outcomes on both sides of the city. So when I left the city of Gaithersburg, we had expanded the biotech corridor to the east side of the city. We now are on the way to redeveloping Lake Forest Mall.
Wow.
We also have the Watkins Mill Interchange, which connects the east and west corridors and ensures that economic development continues to thrive. So while I was sad to leave, I have this incredible responsibility now to ensure that every single corner of our incredible county can also thrive. From Poolsville to Potomac, from Burtonsville to Bethesda. I am honored to represent this county. I'm honored to have the support of voters all across this county. And I'm just really excited to bring my SMART agenda to Montgomery County. How much time do I have, Laura?
You got 15 seconds.
All right. So for those who aren't familiar with my SMART agenda, that I took to doors all across this county to strengthen our commitment to education, to ensure that our students can learn from cradle to career and beyond, and including our seniors who still have a lot of energy and ingenuity to bring to our community, making sure affordable housing can be a reality in this county, and our students aren't living in our basements long after they graduate college.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. And as an up-county resident, I know Marilyn can agree that the Ag Reserve needs some attention, and we want to realize local food production so everyone can have access to healthy foods. And we will no longer play backseat to Northern Virginia, so I'm excited to work with Kate, who's going to be leading the regional efforts to make sure that along with our county executive, we bring Montgomery County back on the map, and we are doing economic development the way it should happen. And we have an executive director of the Gaithersburg Germantown Chamber to make sure that that happens. So we have everything. And last but not least, transportation is going to be key. And we are going to make sure that Brooke Learman is that third vote on the Board of Public Works. So I'm excited to be here, excited to have this opportunity, and look forward to working with these incredible women. Thank you. And the gentleman, too.
And the gentleman. And I think you just about introduced Marilyn Balcombe.
Thank you, thank you. So it's so great to see everyone. I am a longtime member of the Women's Democratic Club, and so nice to see so many familiar faces. And I just want to talk briefly about these fabulous women. So I don't really share this much with the general population, but I am a woman of a certain age. And when going on 35, right? And I shared this with one of my colleagues recently. I graduated high school in 1975, and for all you spring chickens out there. No, so when I didn't go to college right away, but I did end up getting a bachelor's degree in accounting, and I have spent my life in male-dominated fields. I'm often one of the only women in the room, and I got to where I am today by waiting patiently, assimilating, being like the guys, being one of the guys, and waiting my turn. And I've waited a very long time, and I'm so proud to be the nominee for District 2. But what I've learned from the women in the group is we don't have to do that anymore. The world has evolved, and these women have said enough is enough. They are claiming their power. We are claiming our power, and I'm so grateful. And the old dog can learn new tricks. And so I'm very thrilled. Just very briefly, again, Marilyn Balcombe, District 2 nominee. That is Germantown, Poolsville, Clarksburg, way up there. But we're committed, WDC is committed to do more programming up county. And so hopefully you all will come up in my neck of the woods. My focus is really on jobs, housing, transportation. We have such a great community. Our needs continue to grow. We have to have a robust economy. We have to have a strong tax base. We need to make sure that we continue to bring high-paying jobs, which means we need a workforce that can take these jobs. We need housing to make sure that we have affordable housing, that our frontline workers can afford to live here. Yes. And we need transportation to get people from point A to point B. One other issue that I know is near and dear to everybody's heart is early care and education. The economic model of daycare does not work for low-wage workers, and we have to change that. So we're going to all work together to change that. We can't have women leave the workforce like we saw in the past 3 years, and we can't leave these kids behind. So I'm going to work with all of you to make sure that happens. So thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for watching out for the kids. And I'm going to hand this over to Don Luedtke because, she's powerful in the chair, though. It's okay.
I got my surgical twin back there, the kids say to go like this. I'm supposed to go like this, the teenagers. So thank you. Yes, Will is a neighbor and also a fellow a surgical recoverer right now. So I'm Don Luedtke, and I'm the Democratic nominee for District 7, which is the up-county next door neighbor to Maryland's District 2. So it's the entire Howard County border. Only Ashton, Sandy Spring, Brookville, Laytonsville, Damascus, Montgomery Village, and Deerwood. I think I hit them all. I hope I did. And who I said only Ashton, Sandy. Only's my number. Only. I'm working on a song. And I'm not sure which of my future colleagues here had said that I would be the person most likely to break out in song on the dais, but I've heard that that's a thing. So I am currently with the Office of the Attorney General, and I've been there for about 9 years, and I have a whole assortment of things that I love to do there, and I will miss that work dearly, but it won't be stopping because I'm planning on bringing that focus right here, local, back home. So currently, my work takes me from Garrett County to Somerset County and everywhere in between, and I work largely in education, public safety, and public health. So I serve as the counsel to the Maryland Center for School Safety, the state's Longitudinal Data System Center, the state's Active Assailant Interdisciplinary Work Group, and I just chaired their symposium that happened last Friday on prevention and intervention of incidents of mass violence. I also serve on the Governor's Commission for Mental and Behavioral Health, Youth and Family Subcommittee, and I work on special projects related to hate crimes and hate bias incidents across the state. And I've been, for the past year, counsel to the state's new-ish Food Systems Resiliency Council. So I'm very excited about the local work here happening, and I know we have folks from that space here tonight, and so I'm super excited about that, and all that I've had to learn so far, and all that I will continue to learn and work on with all of you. On my signs, it says Democrat Advocate Mother. I was very clear, and someone said, I thank you for putting that on your sign and not trying to hide that part of you. I would never want to hide that part of me because that's what inspires me to get up and do the things I do every single day. So I have 4 children, 3 biological, 1 step, and I sat down and asked each of them about this. And I will say that my daughters were like, you've got to do this, it's really good. My 10-year-old is like, yeah, Mom, you're really good, you should do stuff. And my stepson, I said, it's going to be hard if you're in a 2-politician household and he's more introverted. And he said, I'm not worried about it, the sisters will take care of it. So at least he knows how we roll in our house and is supportive. But that's critically important to me, and that I leave this world in a better state than when I entered it in 1973. Almost 50, not quite, so wait till next year. And that I firmly intend to work collaboratively with my colleagues here, and I've really, really, truly enjoyed getting to know them, and especially their support during, obviously, a less than stellar time. And I look forward to all the things that we're going to be able to do together, and bringing that new positive energy
We may have some critical problems to solve, but I believe that by bringing positive energy to the front, we're going to produce a much better product. So thank you for hosting us tonight. I really appreciate it.
And we have a little bit of a surprise. Melissa, you want to come up here? All right, so Moms Demand Action. Let me tell you, you will never see a more organized, effective advocacy group. And if you get a bunch of moms together, they're going to plan the you-know-what out of it. So, all right, here you go.
Thank you so much. My name is Melissa Ladd. I'm the chapter leader from Maryland, Moms Demand Action. And we're so grateful to partner with the Women's Democratic Club for issues in Montgomery County and the state of Maryland. All 6 candidates that you heard from tonight are gun sense candidates. And actually, every single one of the Democratic nominees for County Council is a gun sense candidate. So once they're all elected, we will have the first in the country gun sense county council. So we are really looking forward to partnering, especially since we are Moms Demand Action. We know that these women will have the same issues at heart and will really push for making sure that our communities are as safe as possible. So I have a little token. I have a shirt for each of them as a rally for the last 3 weeks. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, Melissa. And so it has been exactly 30 minutes. And that was my goal. And I was going to open up for questions. But you know what? We're going to go get some more food, some more wine, Coke, whatever you want. And then just go ask them a question. Okay? So thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Eden. Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually pretty toasty. So come up here if you want to get toasty. And, what? A photo. Oh, photo op. Okay. And by the way, I'm really proud that this is not all politicians here. We actually have like community members here, so.
Should we get a picture of them? Yeah, we have you all. I know it's a woman.
Oh, really quick. Also, if you get a chance, say hi to Debbie Spielberg from Mark Elrich's office and Julie